Welcome back to the Rouges. Bienvenue à the Rouges. We talk about Canada soccer and U.S. soccer. This morning, we're actually going to be talking about last night's game with the Canadian women's national team that they had against Nigeria in the final match of this round for their victory tour or their gold medal celebration tour in Canada. So, without further ado, let's talk about it. So, Canada played Nigeria in another fun game. It was another enjoyable game at Starlight Stadium in Langford, so just outside of Victoria, British Columbia, but home of Pacific FC for the CPL, and nice stadium, good stadium to host it at. It was surely a fun match to watch too. As this one, the Super Falcons actually, as I predicted, as most of these games as I predict or imagine when they play each other for a second time. I mean, this is always the team that loses the first time typically always plays better the second time. No surprise there because you get a second crack at your opponent, and often better than not, or oftentimes the team that loses always seems to it's natural. You would hope they would learn something from their last game that they lost, and they surely did, and they surely adjusted to Canada. Or as I said, Canada could have also tuned it down a little more and maybe adjusted to just decide to play on their level. So either way, it led to a fascinating game. 2-2. Super Falcons really entertained us last night. Put up a good match against Les Rouges. But nonetheless, Les Rouges got a late equalizer, which we're going to cover all in a second. But I remember last game we said goodbye to a legend, one of the goalkeeping legends. And yeah, it was already tough missing her absence. Um, it's bad. Don't know why I forgot, but she was in the stands, and yeah, we said goodbye to her, and it hurt losing her. It hurt losing one of the keepers for this one, but nonetheless, as I predicted, Sheridan would step up here, as Jesse Fleming would also get a start here. So before we get to the starting lineup, I do want to properly look at the name of the person who retired from the Canadian national team. I don't know why I forgot. That's just bad on my part, and yeah, I just feel like embarrassed that I forgot, which shouldn't happen, especially. But I don't know. It's like I guess that shows how much work and stuff I've had over the couple of days, which is why this video is being released. But Stephanie LeBay, I can't forget that name. Stephanie LeBay retired, and yeah, I mean her goalkeeping absence was already missed in this game. As Kylie Sheridan, I mean she did a decent job, but then again, I don't know if it was more so her or just the fact that the Canadian defense this time really didn't play up to par. But nonetheless, LeBay's absence was deeply felt in this game alone, and yeah, we're really gonna have to see some improvements. And as I said in the last video, some people are gonna have to fill up her big shoes. So we'll see if Sheridan can do it. It looks like she's gonna be the next go-to keeper, but we'll see. But now we can get into the starting lineup. I've already read off one name. It's Jesse Fleming, the captain here. Kelly Sheridan, the keeper here. Alicia Chapman, Kadesha Buchanan, Shalina Zadorsky, Quinn, Adriana Leon, Desiree Scott, Michelle Prince, Janine Becky, and Jordan Heidema. So pretty good lineup there. Obviously, a little bit different than last game, of course, to get everybody experience, which is probably why this game is a lot closer than other, because you're not starting your typical go-to lineup. But I mean, hey, it's a friendly. The goal of this is you're trying to get as much experience around everybody as possible, and I think they did that for the most part tonight. And some valuable lessons can definitely be learned from this game, as we start in the 5th minute where Nigeria and Super Falcons swing in a ball. I think her name was Payne. She swings in a ball from the free kick from the top of the corner of the box. Canada does a poor job trying to clear this out, and it just bounces around. And eventually, Ifoma, if I'm saying her name wrong, but Ifoma Anor, is it? Oh no! Oh my goodness! Anumu. Ifoma Anumu just taps this in. I had to sound that out just to make sure I can try and get it as right as possible. But Ifoma Anumu, I'll go ahead and pounces on it for Nigeria and Super Falcons, and it's already 1-0 up against Les Rouges just 5 minutes in. So already Canada off to a wake-up call here, as they have to recuperate In the 49th minute, I mean, the Nigerian keeper here does something that I don't know what you were trying to do. As she was playing with it and tries to play a ball over the back, or tries to play a ball out the back to the defense, but instead just turns it over to Christine Sinclair, which at this point the keeper's just trying to run back. However, Christine Sinclair just simply lobs the ball over her head and into the wide open net and scores. And Canada equalizes just like that. I mean, or it takes some time, but 1-1. But what is the keeper doing here? I mean, Flight reacts to, "You're not Manuel Neuer, baby." Like, seriously, come on. I mean, I know, like, and that's always been my fear watching teams play out the back, like including the USA or even Canada at times with the men. But playing, it's like, I always fear that just playing out the back can lead to a costly turnover like that. But yeah, it just, yeah. What are you trying to do? You're trying to play Manuel Neuer, and it goes horribly wrong. Next time from Nigeria, just clear the ball out, get it out of there. Don't play within the back. Don't play out of the back with it. Just clear it away. And I mean, hey, you could have saved yourself a goal, and you wouldn't have. And that it would have been one less sloppy mistake. But good thing Sinclair pounced on that for her 189th international goal. And so we go to the 53rd minute, so not long after, Nigeria answers the bell as once again, apologize for saying her name, but Ajabade, I believe Ajabade swings in a perfect ball into the box for Nigeria, and it just pounces past everybody and in past Sheridan as well. And just like that, the Super Falcons have responded, and it's 2-1 for Nigeria. Poor defensive handling for Canada in the box here. This ball, it looks like the Nigerian player in the box got a knee on it, but she didn't. She just let it go by. She was kind of as a decoy and kind of to trick Sheridan, which it worked, as the ball just trickled past Sheridan and into the back of the net. But take nothing away from Ajabade's half-cross shot. I don't know if we can call this a shot, she just sent it into the trouble zone, the box, and it just found its way into the back of the net. So, and the Super Falcons, they're up 2-1 just like that, and it's finally, Canada's getting a true test with this lineup. And so far at this point of the game, it just reminds me a lot like the second leg of the Mexico-Canada game that was played, I believe, in February or January, where Canada, for the most part, dominated 2-1 over Mexico. Although they did get tested, just like this one in the first leg was 2-1. And they lost to Mexico 2-1 in the second. However, looked like they were about to lose the same way, and they were about to go the same way as. And even in that game, if we go back to the Mexico game, Canada was in the stats had a lot more shots, but Mexico just made it count, or they just did it when it counted. And that's what Nigeria did so far, and the stats are going to show that too when I present it later on. But Nigeria was just clinical. Every shot they took was just about on target. So, just like Mexico in the second leg of that Canada friendly, Nigeria is also looking clinical. So, despite Canada peppering or having a lot of shots on Nigeria had more on target, and it caused more havoc. But nonetheless, in the 88th minute, Jessie Fleming lays a pass off to Janine Becky, who crosses into the box and is headed home by Shalina Zadorsky for a late equalizer, and it's 2-2. We're all square, and what a way to rescue a point from Zadorsky, as it looked like Canada was going to go down and just like we'll do another repeat of the Mexico series where they won the first one 2-1 and then lost the second one 2-1. But nonetheless, Shalina Zadorsky rescues the point and rescues the tie for Canada at the dying minutes. And this was a fascinating match to watch, and that's the way it would end. No more goals would be scored. Canada sees us out for a draw, and it wraps up this portion of their celebration tour for the gold medal. And curious to see what city they choose next if they continue it, which I think they have they have a couple more games left. I believe they have one more window of friendlies, which is in July, before the big all-important September. So we'll see what final cities they host here. Maybe I'm hoping it's Toronto here. You have they have a game in Ottawa, but maybe you do Hamilton and then Toronto. I would love to see that as Toronto. I could definitely do it if it's here at BMO, and that would probably be a fun game to watch for sure. So if that happens, I'll try and get tickets as I'll be here for the summer. And that's that'll be a good game to watch if they should they host it here at BMO. But nonetheless, let's go to the stats. So Canada had a lot of shots, as I said, 19. Nigeria had 6. However, if we look at accuracy and shots on target, 5 out of the 19 for Canada were on target, while 5 of the 6, 83% for Nigeria were on target. 71% possession to Canada, while 29% for Nigeria. So once again, Nigeria enjoyed Canada dominating possession and passing around them, but once they got their opportunity, they made it count, and it paid off, as it almost got them a win. 511 passes completed for Canada, 225 passes for Nigeria, 80% pass accuracy to 55% pass accuracy for Nigeria, 7 fouls to 18 fouls. Nigeria was scrappy. 1 yellow card for Nigeria, none to Canada. No red cards in this one. 2 offsides for Canada, none for Nigeria. 7 corners to 3 for Nigeria for Canada. But nonetheless, in the final game of the celebration tour, Canada got tested yet again, and this is what I was really looking for, and this is all I was looking for this important. Really, really looking for gameplay, as this is also a transition period for Canada, as well as we're seeing a lot of veterans like LeBay and potentially Sinclair. I don't know if how long she's gonna stay around, but she could be. More veterans could be on their way out, as we've already seen a few veterans hit the door for the national team. So Canada's transitioning to a younger generation, and this lineup, for sure, it was somewhat young, although they had a lot more people on the bench that did CANWNT that were younger. And for sure, Canada's going to get these guys, or get these women experience. That way, when it comes time to play in the All-Sport September matches, they're ready. And so, yeah, so far, it's like you got to keep an eye out for that. And nonetheless, let's see if it'll pay off. But nonetheless, I was looking tonight, or yesterday night, I should say, for Canada to get tested, and I got my wish. Perfect, enjoyable match. Canada did get tested. Another game that would expose where they need to work on, especially the defensive end for this lineup, particularly alone. As it was just poor clearance after poor clearance. Both goals were just results of poor clearance. As if Canada could have cleared them out, it could have potentially led to maybe a more favorable or a win for Canada, maybe a 2-1, 2-0. But credit everything from the Super Falcons of Nigeria. They played really well, and once again they made they definitely made improvements, compared to the first. The Vancouver game was still enjoyable too, as they made that enjoyable. I don't know if it was 2-1. I think it was 2-0 actually, and but nonetheless, if they didn't score, Nigeria definitely had good chances. I think it was actually it was 2-0, but nonetheless, Nigeria was still close, and in this game they almost broke through the door. Heck, I'm pretty sure a tie is really great for them, and it's something that if I'm Nigeria, I can use going forward as improvement and morale. Going into their qualifiers whenever their big month is. So. Yeah, overall, really, really good way to close out the window. As I said, Canada did expose some defensive mistakes, and nonetheless, Canada definitely would need to work on that. But we'll see what they do going forward in their final window, which is in July, I believe, maybe June. But final window was coming up before September, which gives them just one last moment, which I'm pretty sure they're going to continue their celebration tour. As I said, hopefully here in Toronto and Hamilton. They did Montreal and Ottawa. They haven't been to Atlantic Canada yet. They haven't been to Saskatchewan yet, so they could do Saskatoon and Winnipeg, I guess. Or Edmonton. Or Calgary. They could do the Prairie provinces. They did BC. They did Quebec, Montreal, Ottawa. But they haven't done Toronto or Hamilton, which I think that they should honestly do. And I really, really hope they do, as those, I'll be looking forward to that. We'll definitely try and get tickets to one of those games, as they're relatively close. And why not? As I've only been to the men's game, and I definitely need to check out a women's game too, and just to experience both sides. And for sure, it'll be enjoyable too. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure the second one will be in BMO if they have it, if they schedule it even in Toronto, which you would think they probably would have to, but I don't know. We'll see what Canada Soccer does, but. In terms of the game, as I said, it really exposed defensive mistakes and errors that Canada would definitely need to work on. and tune up and get ready for the big month of September. But nonetheless, that's pretty much all I got to say. Well done from the Nigerian Super Falcons. Really, really put up a good fight over the past this whole series, and just really made it enjoyable through this international friendlies window. So, kudos to you if you're watching this, if you're a Nigeria soccer fan. But that pretty much does it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Also, it's a good time to hit this the bell notification. I can never always say that right. The bell notification, that way you know when a video is uploaded and posted, just like late ones like this. And also tell your friends, one more window of friendlies left before the big month.